become a bit of an annual sort of tradition, this, but yeah, I'm going to be heading off on another exploration trip. It always seems to be the case that Q1 of whatever year, that's when I decide I'm going to fuck off for a bit and start exploring a particular area. And okay, this one is going to start a little bit earlier because I will be starting well, tomorrow actually at the time recording, so I'll be starting on December 30th and doing that. And so yeah, technically it will still be Q4 2019 when I start, but I doubt I will get to any of my intended destinations until 2020. So for this trip I'm going to be using the glorious Hakal, which is my dedicated Anaconda Explorer. This will be the first time I've actually used this for the purpose for which it was put together. So let's take a look. There she is. So jump range of 76.32 light years. I mean, there's nothing new about Explorer Anacondas. I mean, people have been putting these things together since before Horizons was released. So yeah, there's nothing new about it. But if you have a particular destination in mind and you don't want to be, you know, accumulating exploration data on the way, then, you know, the bigger the jump range the better, and the Anaconda simply can't be beat as far as jump range goes. But you do have to sacrifice quite a bit in order to get it. So as far as hard points go, I have none at all, not a single weapon fitted. As far as utility mounts goes, I have 2 heatsink launchers and that is it. I did actually have just one heatsink launcher, which I had then modded with the you know, high capacity, high ammo thing. And then I realised that that was a really stupid idea, because that doubles the mass of the heatsink launcher to give you 1 extra heatsink. So instead of 3, I had 4. I thought, well, why do I do that? Why don't I just fit a second heatsink launcher, so therefore the mass is doubled anyway, as it would have been if I'd modded the one, but this time instead of having 4 heatsinks I'll have 6 of them. So it's a no-brainer. So yeah, I did fuck up a bit there. So anyway, that's been rectified, so the mod has gone, and yeah, 2 heatsink launchers. As far as optional internals go, it's all pretty standard stuff as far as an exploration ship goes. So 7A fuel scoop, 6A auto field maintenance unit. I was thinking of adding a second one, but I won't, because then yeah, the power draw will be too much, and I don't really want to mod my power plant anymore. So 1 will do. 6D shield generator, which has been modded to grade 5 enhanced low powered shields with high cap experimental. So again, the mass of the actual generator itself has been reduced to almost half. Shield strength is not brilliant, but I mean it's good enough considering this is an exploration ship. It's not doing anything else, so you know. Empty class 6 there. Class 5 Guardian frameshift drive booster. Load of more empty compartments. Class 4 cargo rack. There's a reason for having that, which will become apparent fairly quickly. Class 4 planetary vehicle hangar with 2 SRVs. And a Class 1D repair limpet controller, which is why I have the cargo rack, because you know, if I do get into any trouble and take hull damage, I can then repair that. I won't take limpets with me, I will just synthesize them as and when I need them. And then obviously detailed surface scanner, which surprise surprise has the expanded probe radius mod to grade 5. It's not maxed. It could be plus 30%. It's currently at plus 29.8. I can live with that 0.2% difference. And then with the core internals, this is where most of the sort of sacrifices are made. Obviously lightweight alloys, but I've modded them to heavy duty grade 5 with deep plating. Because of course heavy duty armour, yes, that does add mass, but in this case it's adding a percentage to a mass of 0, so it makes no fucking difference. So yeah, hull boost is improved. It's still not fantastic, but it's fine. The resistances are utterly pointless, but nevertheless they have all been improved as well, slightly. A class 4A power plant, so a very small power plant, but it's enough now that I have modded it only to grade 2 overcharge with the stripped down experimental, so that removed another half ton. So yeah, power capacity is not brilliant, 18.56, but it's all I need, so I don't want to overcharge it anymore. If I do overcharge it more, the heat efficiency is worsened. Heat efficiency in this ship at the moment is more than fine, so yeah, I'll just leave it at that. 5D thrusters, they have been modded, so dirty drive tuning grade 5 and stripped down again. Makes it sound like the ship barely moves, and to be honest, yeah, it is quite slow, but it is not the most, you know, as far as manoeuvrability, it's not the worst I've got, so yeah, it's still fine. Frameshift drive, that is a 6A. Shock horror, it's got grade 5 increased FSD range with mass manager experimental. No surprises there. 5D life support. I don't like using D rated life supports, but in this case I will. And no surprise, grade 5 lightweight applied to that. 4D power distributor, which sounds awful, but with the grade 5 engine focused distributor right there, so the current power is at 27.09 megawatts. I wanted to still be able to boost. I can only boost to once, but yeah, in order to boost you need your engine capacity to be 27, and it has to be 27. 26.99 you won't be able to boost, so 27.09 I can boost. It completely drains the engine capacitor, but nevertheless it will recharge. Not quickly, but it will recharge, you know. And that has been stripped down again, so you know, it doesn't save a lot of weight, but there is some mass reduction there. And then 8D sensors, which, surprise surprise again, lightweight scanner. That does take off an awful lot of mass, from 64 down to 13.41. And as I say, the net result of all that lot is a jump range of 76.32, which suits me just fine. So where am I going to be going? Well, it's going to be one of the shorter exploration trips that I've done, but I've also not yet decided what order I'm going to do these. But yep, one of my targets is the Eta Carina Nebula. Now, there have been some spectacular photographs taken from the Hubble Space Telescope of the Eta Carina Nebula, and well, in this game it looks fuck all like it, as always, but nevertheless it's quite a well-known nebula. I've not been here yet, so that is one that I intend to go to. So there you go, 8,880 light years. It's not that far really. Before I go there though, I plan to head to the Eta Carini system. This, I am certain, will look absolutely fuck all like it does in the photographs that the Hubble Space Telescope has taken. But again, it is it's a star that's well known thanks to the Hubble Space Telescope. So yeah, I want to take a look. I do not expect there to be very much in this system, but nevertheless I want to be able to say I have been there. Now, both the nebula and the star system itself are in a new region. They're in the outer Orion Spur, so whilst I am there, I will be taking a look around that region with the intention of there it is, getting as many of these entries filled as I can, which does of course mean I will be making a stop at a Guardian region. It looks like it's very close to the nebula, which is handy, so I'll be able to get these two Guardian entries done. As far as the biological and geological ones, the biological ones in particular are always ones that I like to do. Bullet mollusks I've not seen. Can't remember if I've seen bell mollusks or not, but at least there are two new ones, so yeah, I'll be trying to check all out. My intention will be to do all of those. Same with the geological ones. The Lagrange clouds and the P-type anomalies are the ones that I particularly want to see. So these all look pretty standard. Hoping that the proto-Lagrange cloud in this region is still there, unlike the one around Colonia that I went to, which had been completely changed. Yeah, that did fucking piss me off big time. Obviously, with the astronomical bodies, yeah, I'll want to get as many of those as I can. I'm pretty confident that I will get at least the overwhelming majority of them. So my next stop will then be into Hawking's Gap, which, as you can see, is quite a large region. So I'm hoping I haven't got to go too far over this way. But I'll be coming here because, firstly, I want to scan the amphora plants and get them added to the Codex. And they are here. Not that far actually, 5,576. So in fact, I'll be going way past here on my way to the Eta Carina Nebula. So this looks like being one that I will visit on the or during the return trip. Also, while there, I will want to go to the fourth priority location, which is this, the Crocean Lagrange storm cloud, not a regular Lagrange cloud. This one is the nearest storm Lagrange cloud, 11,000 light years away. As you can see, also it's inside this rather small nebula. I think that will look quite impressive, so yeah, I'm quite keen to see that. So that is definitely a priority target. And then Obviously, while I'm in this region again, I will want to be, you know, scanning all of the particular, you know, signals. So certainly all of the biological, geological, and as many of the astronomical as I can. And then finally, back into the inner Orion Spur. So this will either be the first or the last place I go to, and that is to get the 4 more recently discovered sinuous tubers. The good thing is they are all in the same system. They're all here, and this one is 7,684 light. So this is actually further away than the amphora plants, but it is still in the inner Orion Spur. So well, if I do this one first, then the amphora plants will be the second target, but I suspect I'm going to do it the other way around. So I will go to Eta Carina, you know, the system of nebula, check all around those 2 regions, and this will be the last one I come to. So once I'm here, I'll still be in the inner Orion Spur, and then it'll just be, you know, head straight back to the populated zone. So that is the intended route. I mean, it's, well, like I say, compared to all but one of my exploration trips, it is quite a short one, but, well, at least it's short insofar as my maximum distance from the populated zone. As far as the amount of area that I'll be covering, it could, well, it's certainly going to be among the longer ones, but I'm thinking it's probably going to take somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So in the meantime, I've really sort of been just killing time, because I haven't had a hell of a lot else to do. Actually, if we bring up the Codex again, we'll have a look at the stats. I haven't gone through the stats for some time. Well, credits then are at 10,632,271,412. Not bad. So current assets 18,334,259,680. Credits on ships 3.2 billion. Credits on outfitting 17.6 billion. On repairs 50.9 million. On fuel 2.3 million. Munitions 7.2 million. 21 insurance claims, which come to 247.8 million. And I currently have 28 ships in the fleet. As far as combat, 10,687 bounties claimed, so profits are 490.3 million. Combat bonds 6,770, so profit of 170.4 million. And that. Assassinations 361, so profit of 166.1 million. Highest single reward 590,175. Don't see that changing anytime soon. 324 skimmers killed. Crime hasn't changed very much since the last time I showed this, which was a while ago. So 225 fines issued, lifetime value 6.2 million, 68 bounties received, lifetime value 37,445. Wow. Highest bounty issued is 5,000. Smuggling, I did do one very small amount since the last time, so 28 black market network, profit 29 million, just over, 10,528 commodities smuggled, average profit 475,593, highest single transaction just over 2 million, don't see that ever changing. Well, maybe not. Trading market network of 407, trading profit of 7.5 billion, Commodities traded 659,201. Average profit of 2,140,257. Average. I remember it wasn't that long ago. I thought, you know, getting my average profit to 300,000 was me doing fucking well. It's now at 2.1 million, for fuck's sake. Highest single transaction of 653,859,942. It doesn't take a genius to work out what I did there. So mining, profits from mining 6.5 billion, minerals refined at 6,710, materials collected at 66,814. Exploration, citizens visited 21,768, profits from exploration 3.1 billion. Level 2 detailed scans 95,634. Level 3 detail scans are 408,052. Efficiency bonuses received, it's over 2,500. Highest payout 17,474,653. I do not see that changing on this trip. It'd be nice if it did, but no, I can't see it. Total height space distance of 959,180. Height space jumps of 38,350. SRB distance travelled 9.8 megameters. That is very low for someone who's been playing this game as long as I have. Max distance from the start 45,837. That's certainly not going to be changing, perhaps ever. The only way that will change is if I go to Beagle Point, and I have no intention of doing that. Approximate time played is the stuff of nightmares. Passengers, I haven't done any passenger missions for fuck knows how long, largely because my beluga is always on the point of overheating every time I engage the frameshift drive. So, yeah, I'll skip that. Search and rescue, 119 items of rescue, total profit 1,864,137, and total transactions 62. Encounters, Thargoid wakes scanned 47, Thargoid structures 25, total encounters 55, last seen somewhere in Pleiades. Time last seen was, Boxing Day. The last ship I was in was the Crite Phantom. My Crite Phantom has replaced the Asp Explorer as my general, just moving around the populated zones. I don't have an Asp Explorer anymore. Total interceptor scans at 202. Crafting, used all 25 engineers, and I've done a shitload of engineering. Crew, well, there you go. 3.3 million crew credits earned, 3 crew hired, 2 fired, 1 was killed. Multi-crew, as much as I hate to say it, I've actually done 11 minutes in multi-crew, and that was only yesterday. I was checking out an abandoned site, and I knew it was coming. Commander, what's his fucking name? Jimbo76. That name always reminds me of Fallout 76, and that is not a good thing. Anyway, he wanted to take a look at what it was like. We discovered that I can't go out in the SRV during, when I have somebody else on the ship in multi-crew. So he then fucked off, so I could actually do that. But yeah, that's all that's there. 11 minutes of that. Didn't actually do fuck all because I was exploring. Material trader stats. I've done quite a few material trades. There you go. And CQC. Not that anyone gives a shit about the rest of the stats, but that's the CQC stats are the ones that no one really does care about. Let's see, I haven't shown the old archive yet. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of players out there who have far more of these than I do. But abandoned settlements, I've got 9 of them. Mining team 6, everyone's got that one. That's Dab's hope. Ask for directions and cheating snake are both worth getting. They're not actually abandoned settlements. They are just abandoned SRVs. So I won't show the message there, I'd say yeah, go and check them out. They're quite funny actually. With the generation ships, I mean, look how much screen real estate is just left totally empty, and yet you got to go on to like the next pages and that. But I have been to all of the generation ships that have been discovered, or at least I'm pretty sure it's all of them, including the Gold Condor. I mean, that was back here, so I visited the Gold Condor before the the community event about it started. So yeah, that's those. Thargoid. These are nearly all INRA bases that I've been to, but yeah, it is also obviously that's the Jameson Cobra crash site. So yeah, all of those. Again, a huge amount of on-screen real estate completely wasted, especially when you go to the tourist beacons, and this time it does scroll all the way down and then some. So why don't these other ones do that? So yeah, that's whereabouts that I am in the game, and that is what I plan to be doing over the next, say, 6 to 8 weeks. I also had another idea throughout my exploration videos previously. I've always been banging on about the fact that I am a bit of an amateur astronomer. So I had an idea that on the end of all of my exploration videos for this trip, I'll tack on some videos that I can do of that, and of my own astronomical observations. Of course, that's all dependent on the weather. Yeah, there's been precious few clear nights these last, well, about 2 weeks. So yeah, if the weather allows it, then I will be able to do those. Anyway, I'll stick one on the end of this, even if it is just me showing the telescope I used. At least it will be something. And I think that is it then. So yeah, I am all set to begin this exploration trip. But I can't actually start it yet. I need to wait a couple of hours because I still have a load of adjusters coming after me because I defected in power play. So yeah, considering I'm going to be in a ship with wafer thin shields and no weapons of any kind, I don't really want to be putting up with adjusters flying up around me throughout the trip, even if it is only for a short while. So I'll wait for them and wait for them to all piss off, and I will probably start it tomorrow sometime. In the meantime, well, I say I've got a bit of time to kill, so I might do some combat. If I do, I might even be winged for it. If I do, and I remember, I might even record that, because I'm sure you'll be utterly thrilled by that prospect. But that is it. That's the announcement, if you like, of the 2020 exploration trip. That is where I shall be going and what ship I shall be making the trip in. Wasn't that exciting? Right, anyway, that's that done, so now go away. Hang on, no, don't go away yet, because first of all you've got this. Ugh, yeah, see, I do sometimes leave the computer desk. So, an idea that I had was to tack on to the end of each of my Elite Dangerous videos some astronomical vids of my own, and so I thought I would start by just showing what I use. This is the old telescope. So this is a Skywatcher 130, so named because the diameter of the mirror is 130 millimeters. Focal length is 900 millimeters. It is considered a bit of a startler telescope, but I think you get a pretty decent amount for your money with this thing. You can pick up one of these for about 180 quid, so they're not vastly expensive. This one has a maximum magnification of 172, or at least I thought it was 172. It may even actually be more than that. It could be up to 180. So, you know, either way, it's certainly plenty good enough. Certainly good enough for you know, viewing objects within the solar system, so you'll get decent observations of Mars, of Jupiter, of Saturn. You can see the rings quite clearly, but not just you know, solar system observations. You could use this to get some pretty good views of the Orion Nebula, for instance. So there is no you know, no shortage of decent areas that you can observe with this thing. It is slightly basic insofar as the fine adjustments are done, you know, manually. It does have the mechanical mount, but it's not quite what I would like. I mean, ideally for me, I would have one of the motorised stands, tripods, stands, which, you know, also includes a timer so that it constantly moves it, so that the point that you're focusing on is always central. But you know, if I had one of those stands, I would probably be fitting that with something like a 150, maybe even a 180 millimeter mirror. So, you know, I would have a much larger telescope than this, but, you know, you're talking ridiculous money then. I mean, we're going well into the thousands. I mean, it costs over $1,000 just for the motorised tripod. So, yeah, okay, I admit I'm fucking pathetic cripple. So, I guess I'll need to bring the camera over to show some more of the features, get a closer look at the thing. So here we go. Right. I fucked this up a little bit here. Right, so let's hope I can stand up long enough that I don't need this fucking thing. Right, so take this off, and yeah, there is the mirror down the bottom there. So that is the 130-degree mirror, which you can see right at the bottom there. I don't like leaving that uncovered unless I'm actually using the thing. I don't want any dust to get in there. So the actual viewing mount, you may notice the threading around here. That is so I can connect a digital SLR and get photographs from there. Not really the mounting I want. I wanted the mounting that goes on here, so that then I could get the maximum magnification. I've seen those available. They're only about 12 quid, so you know, I may well pick one of those up. The only flaw then is the fact that I don't have a digital SLR, but I do know a couple of people who haven't, so I might have that one covered. Right, so we have the old yes, this part here where you use to line it up. What you don't do is what my old man did. This is absolutely genuine. When I got this, what he did was thus. I can only see the floor. I have to live with that every day. So that is it. Oh yeah, just to point out, yeah, the counterweight here. So yeah, it's probably balanced, so it's not going to fall or anything like that. Let's get the camera back so we can get the full length shot again. But that is it. That is the telescope. That is the telescope that I use, and my intention was to have this somehow jimmy-rigged to a camera. So I haven't got a digital SLR, and okay, I may be able to borrow one. I'd rather not, but if I, you know, can't or won't borrow one, I'm going to have to jimmy rig something so that I can get the camera lens fitted onto the end there. I'd rather not have to use the crappy camera in the smartphone that I'm using to record this, but well, you never know, I may need to. But somehow anyway, I'll get some shots taken, which you know, I will tack onto the end of my Elite Dangerous exploration videos. However, there is one issue. I had this idea about 12 days ago. Since then, there has not been a single clear night here in Southend. It's either been pissing down with rain, extremely thick fog, or just complete blanket cloud coverage. Not a, you cannot see a fucking thing. So I may have to wait a bit before I can actually add any videos to the actual exploration ones. So yeah, the weather is dictating just how many of these fucking vids I'm going to end up doing. But anyway, if and when they do come along, this is it. This is what I use, and yeah, hopefully anyway we'll get some shots from this, and yeah, it won't just be in-game exploration. We'll actually have some of my own genuine astronomical views. Won't that be exciting? I'm sure you all can't wait for that. Right, now that it really is the end of this video, so now go away.